Como te prometimos la semana pasada, seguimos repasando el furor que causó la visita de Netflix a la Argentina. Medios de toda Latinoamérica estuvieron presentes en Buenos Aires para entrevistar a algunas de las figuras más destacadas de la plataforma de streaming online. Hoy, conoce a House of Cards y Crouching Tiger, Hiding Dragon, Sword of Destiny.
They say we get the leaders we deserve.
Otras de las series que es furor en Argentina es House of Cards. Frank Underwood, interpretado por Kevin Spacey, es un presidente norteamericano sin escrúpulos que hará lo que sea para permanecer en la oficina oval, incluso matar. Acerca de esta serie charlamos con Michael Kelly, que interpreta a Doug Stamper, el jefe de gabinete de Underwood, responsable de ensuciarse las manos y proteger a toda costa al presidente.
Michael, first time in Argentina?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
And what do you think of our country?
I love it. I mean, it's a little over 24 hours now, but I've very much enjoyed
We
it
had,
so
you
far.
know, this is a political series, House of Cards. We have a session in Congress yesterday that endured for like 20 hours, 24 hours. We are talking about a few laws that are really important. And that made me think about House of Cards and the relationship between Congress and White House, and you are a key part in that.
Yes.
What can you tell us about this learning process, about politicians and everything that goes with that?
Well, I had a pretty good understanding of politics when we started the show. I studied political science in college before I fell in. I fell in acting on a fluke in college, so I had a pretty good understanding. And then for the character, you know, knowing that I would be the chief of staff, I met with a prominent New York chief of staff and spent a little time talking with that person about, but more about the daily workings of a chief of staff, the actual monotony of it, and the tasks. And then, you know, once we got going on the show, obviously Doug Stamper is a different
pretty important figure.
And a different type of chief of staff than most, I think.
We saw Doug character, your character in House of Cards, like melding with Kevin Spacey, with Frank.
Yeah.
And eventually, first he starts like you're his confidant, his best friend. Then you have a little bit of problems with another character that you don't know where she is and everything. We don't want to tell everything to the audience. Right. But then you regain his confidence.
Right.
How do you think this happened, or why?
Well, it was a combination of many things, but I think, you know, really looking at their relationship, it's been a long relationship together. There's been trust that's been built up there, so that when Doug does fail, Francis, that he allows him to come back, you know, and to prove himself again. So there's a trust between these two. There's a very long history between these two. And I think that Francis knows, especially as we see in season 4, that there's really nobody that he can trust.
And then we see nobody, of course. And then we see that you go step beyond that. And sometimes we see it on season 4. It's not a spoiler, but we see that you confront with the First Lady. Eventually. Do you think that might play an important role in the next chapters?
Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? I don't even think the writers know right now, but I know that, you know, Doug probably realizes that, you know, his loyalty is where it is.
Yeah, of course.
And he will go against anyone, as he proves in season 4, and do absolutely anything. We've seen him do anything for Francis.
Of course.
So, you know, there may or may not be consequences for that. I don't know, and I don't think the writers know right now. But
I think Netflix started, at least here in Argentina, we always get everything like 5 years later.
Yeah.
But maybe House of Cards was the most important series for Netflix to make a big splash in everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you think?
And you guys, from my understanding, got it at the same time that we got it in the United States. So I think that's great.
And what do you think it is?
Well, you know, it was their first one, right? It was the first show that that they streamed, that was made available and dumped all at once, and that was their original programming. And that to me is, you know, something that I'll tell my kids one day. You know how you watch TV?
Yeah.
We started that, you know, and that's it feels so incredible to be a part of this movement of great television again.
Last question. What does Netflix means for industry right now?
the future, in my opinion, you know, or that we've started what is now how people view television, and everyone else is following in their footsteps. You know, Netflix started. After that, Amazon was like, wait, I want to get in that game, and Google, I want to get in that game, you know. Yeah. But I think eventually everyone's going to want to get in on that game because it's how we want to consume the product.
Okay, Michael, thank you very much, and I hope Doc makes president one day.
You know,
he deserves
I think he's better in the shadows.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, pleasure.
Así terminamos el repaso por las series que son furor en Netflix. No te pierdas en las próximas semanas más entrevistas y novedades en la pantalla de Canal 26.